Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician 84 here, and I thought I'd do another fond memory video thing. This time I'm going to be talking about my second ever trip to Margate. I did talk about the first ever one before. Now I'm on to trip number 2. I thought I might as well cover all of them, considering that the videos from there are long lost when I stupidly deleted this channel. So yeah, I made the trip early in February 2012, so near enough 10 years ago now. That's crazy to think about. Better times, like back when hardly any shitty things were happening in the world, and the game was just generally better than what it is today. So yeah, the main purpose of this trip was to celebrate Mr. Sasuke Dragon's birthday, as well as seeing my friends from Kent and playing Yu-Gi-Oh with them. Although that being said, even though these were the main purposes of the trip, I was more interested in seeing Emma, basically. Now, I did mention that there was some history between us, because we met briefly in 2011. We are, I'm thinking that the two of us will probably do a video talking about how we met and how we got together, but we don't know when we'll do it or how exactly we're going to tell the story, but I guess I can tell bits of it. Basically, she heard my voice in a Skype call one day and just loved the sound of my voice and my laugh, and I guess she had a crush on me. And then I did meet her briefly, like the first time I went to Margate, in October 2011. But this time I got to meet her more properly. I mean, obviously I was looking forward to seeing basically everyone and playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But I was also really looking forward to seeing her. And of course we hugged after I got off the train. Well, I hugged everyone, but I loved just being able to hug her for the first time, and I was just smitten with her ever since. Like, I got any opportunity I could to just talk with her alone. I even remember, actually I'll come to that shortly. The trip over to Margate was a nightmare though, because it snowed heavily that weekend, and I was kind of worried it was going to disrupt my journey. I remember getting up in the early hours of the morning. I got up ridiculously early just so I could just try and get there as soon as I can, because I figured it would be a slow journey because of the snow, and I wanted to spend as much time with everyone as I could. Now, getting into London though was perfectly fine. There were absolutely no problems, and I got to London Victoria like just before 9 o'clock, and I was supposed to be on a train at like 9:05 or something, but it got cancelled due to a signal failure, presumably caused by snow. So I had to wait around for like an hour for another train. So I was just absolutely bored out of my mind in London Victoria Station. Eventually it left, but it took almost 2.5 hours just to get there, and it doesn't normally take that long to get from London to Margate by train. I got there eventually, like just before 12:30. Hugged everyone, including Emma. So we went back to Ojama de Bond's place, and did some trades, and then me, him, Scapegoat User, and Neo Nexus had a tag team duel, which both me and Liam filmed. And I was using Legendary Hero, Ojama was using Bell, Neo Nexus was playing Photons, and Scapegoat User was playing Blackwings. Me and Ojama won game 1, we lost game 2, and Dark Magician got banished by Bottomless, which I was not impressed about. And then in game 3 we lost that as well, and Dark Magician got turned against us with Monster Reborn. I did get revenge on the two of them though. I had a match where I used my Crystal Beasts against a Scapegoat User. It was recorded, but in one of the games I made a mistake that messed up the game stakes. I normal summoned twice by accident. I don't know how the hell I missed that, but I do remember that I normal summoned something, it got popped by something else, and I was able to drop Rainbow Dragon, and then I guess in the heat of the moment I did that accidental second normal summon. Oops. Don't know whether or not it would have changed anything, but I didn't upload that in the end. Oh no, wait, that's a lie. I did upload it, but I remember my friend Draco Neos 190832 pointing out the mistake, so I looked back and I was like, oh crap. And then I had that memorable match against Neo Nexus. He wrecked me game 1. I won game 2 with some help from Heavy Storm. Shining Flare Wingman helped me win that. And then game 3 with one of the most memorable moments in the history of my channel. I went Stratos, he then goes Skill Drain, and then I changed War Decree, and he went, excuse me! I was like, you heard? And he said, fuck you! And Ojama and Scapegoat User just pissed themselves laughing. And continued to laugh as he was getting dead draws. I didn't know, because because I don't laugh at other people's misfortune. I managed to win the match with a field of double Shining Flare Wingman plus a Utopia. I don't think Liam ever forgave me for that. Excuse me. After that, me and Emma and a few, I can't remember who else, decided to watch The Orphan. Don't know if anyone else sat down and watched it with us. Anyway, the following day, a few of us went over to a shop to buy some Dragons Collide structure decks, the Chaos Dragon deck. It was me, Scapegoat User, Admiral, Ojama the Bomb, and Mr. Sasuke Dragon. They bought quite a few structure decks actually. I only wanted the one because I wanted specific cards. Burst Stream of Destruction for Blue Eyes, Inferno Fire Blast for Red Eyes, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon for Red Eyes, Dark Arm Dragon for my Dark Magic Strike deck, because I was preparing for Dark Magician month, which wasn't in January that year. Like, I did it in March. I guess the idea of it came a bit too late. The others kindly traded to me, and traded to me spare Inferno Fire Blasts. I don't know what was done about the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. I assume they kept them, because it was still at 3 at the time, and well, it was needed in Chaos Dragons. So yeah, then we went back. Then later on, we held a birthday party for Mr. Sasuke Dragon, and there were a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Royales, one of which was filmed. Actually, both of them were filmed. I uploaded the first one, but not the second one, because the second one had a mistake that messed up the game state. See, what happened was, Mr. Sasuke Dragon was playing ninjas, and he accidentally had a 6 spell or trap in the spell and trap zone. Yeah, if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while, or even not that long at all, you'll see immediately what's wrong with that. And for those who are new to the game and don't know, 5 slots. You can only have up to 5 spells and traps in the spell and trap zone. And yeah, I guess none of us picked up on it until I looked back on it. Oops. And the other Battle War was one of my favourite duels of all time, and one of the most memorable ones. So there were only 4 of us in this one. Me, Scapegoat User, Ojama the Bomb, and Mr. Sasuke Dragon. I don't know why Neo Nexodus wasn't in this one. I don't know. But again, I was using Legendary Hero. Jay, Sasuke Dragon, used Dino Rabbit, while the other 2 played Chaos Dragons. So yeah, this was a pretty cool game. Very back and forth. The threat basically changed, like every turn or every 2 turns. I know I got the upper hand quite early on, I think, or it might have been Jay, as he got out a laggy and stopped something. Actually, I don't know, did he? God, it's been so long. He might have done, and then it got popped by Raiko. I do remember I got out the Dark Magician quite early on and attacked over a Thunder King. And then it got smashed by a Smashing Ground. And then I guess the dominant board presence then alternated between Scapegoat User and Ojama the Bomb. I do remember Ojama had a pretty dominant field at one point, having Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Light Pulsar, and Dark Flare. I managed to bring out a Great Tornado and halve his monsters. Now, At the time, there was some confusion regarding how things like Great Tornado and Regeki would work in a battle royale. See, the problem is there's no official rules for battle royale. So, like back in 2015, me and my friends from Dead Universe Comics made some somewhat official rules that made sense, but back in February 2012, we based it depending on whether the card said opponent or opponents, and Great Tornado said opponent. So I decided to halve his monsters, and he was like, "You're a dick," and the others just laughed, and I ran over a couple of his monsters. Then something happened to Great Tornado. I don't remember how the rest of this battle war went, at least not till the end anyway. I remember Scapegoat User got taken out. Then I managed to take control of the field by playing Monster Reborn to revive Dark Magician, which was lucky enough not to get banished by Dark Flare Dragon. Then I played Miracle Fusion and busted out a 4300 attack point Shining Flare Wingman, just like the previous one that we all had on the previous trip. So I attacked Jay, took him out, then Dark Magician launched an attack on either Ojama's life points or one of his monsters. I don't remember, but I do remember that he had no way to overcome Shining Flare Wingman, so yeah, victory was mine. And then the following day, oh no, wait, before the following day, going back to the party, some games of Hangman were being played, and I remember me and Emma just had a private game all to ourselves, and I basically used that game to tell her how I felt about her, and I just simply wrote, "I like you," which I think she liked a lot. Unfortunately, we didn't get much time alone to ourselves, so we could talk about our feelings. I mean, we would have done the following evening, but Mr. Sasuke Dragon was around and no one else was. So it was kind of hard to do that with him around. No disrespect to him, of course. So I had a Yugi Chuba feature match with him. I used Legendary Hero and he used Ninjas for some reason instead of Dino Rabbit. Sorry, that's Discord going off in the background. And I was able to win that. Then I had a game where I used a Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon deck that was made for Emma. So yeah, I played her deck against one of Mr. Sasuke Dragon's decks. I lost 2-1. Then the following day was the day I had to go home, unfortunately. Then Mr. Sasuke Dragon and Zane Truesdale 1987 came over. Yeah, this was my the one and only time I met the third member of Team Watapon UK. And I was hoping to see Zane Truesdale 1987 the last time I came to Margate, back in 2019, but he wasn't available, unfortunately. Oh well. So I finished off the trip by having 2 more YouTuber feature matches. One was with Ojama the Bottom, which was a long time coming. He used his Chaos Dragon deck. It was a good close match, but I won that 2-1. And then I had a feature match with Zane Truesdale 1987, playing a more generic dragon deck with Blue Ice White Dragon as his ace monster. And I remember it randomly had a marshmallow in it, which is quite funny. So I won that match, but mainly with Rainbow Neos, but rather unfortunately I didn't get to summon Dark Magician against it, which was unfortunate. I think I summoned Neos and Stardust Dragon, yeah. I was going to say not sure about Utopia, but I definitely did summon Utopia against him at one point. And I remember a funny comment he said, which was, "Why is he carrying a meat stick?" Literally just remembered that funny moment right off the top of my head. God, that was so funny. And then unfortunately I had to go home. Bloody hell. 2 seconds. Yep. Okay. Right. So yeah, that was basically the second Margate trip in a nutshell. I guess a lesson I did learn from it was to not travel to Kent when there's heavy snow. Of course, that being said, I'm more than willing to travel that way, if it means seeing Emma whenever I can. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.